Olá, meninos e meninas, estou aqui com Margarete novamente no estúdio preparado especificamente para conversas para a Assembleia Geral da ONU, aqui em Nova York, 2023. Então hoje está aqui comigo a Carme Artigas Brugal, que é secretária de Estado para Digitalização em Inteligência Artificial na Espanha. Hello everyone, I'm here with Carme Artigas Brugal, Secretary of State of Digitalization and Artificial Intelligence of Spain. Thank you so much for being here. This is the spotlight subject here, AI and sustainability. How both of this subject can work together.
Yes, first of all, thank you, Nathalia, for inviting me here. And I think this is a hot topic these days in the UN.
Yeah.
I mean, how can we relate artificial intelligence with SDGs?
Yes.
And when you see the progress we've made, and it's only 16% as average, I think there's a lot of room for improvement. So I joke that saying that the natural intelligence didn't took us that far.
Yeah.
So we expect that artificial intelligence will help us on the way. And I think we see clearly the impact of artificial intelligence in improving some SDGs, such as the energy consumption, sustainability. We really need tech innovation to make a more sustainable world. Also in combating poverty and also in education skills. The gap that exists on digital skills is huge, but we should take the opportunity of AI for a personalized learning process and also reaching the knowledge also in less developed countries. So I have a lot of hope of how AI, especially with the emergence of generative AI and easiness between human-machine interactions through large language models, that gives a lot of opportunity for improvement.
And would you share with us some examples or how this digitalization and AI is helping Spain on preparing the next generation? How is going so far?
Yeah, we are investing a very important amount of money, part of the next generation funds in digitalization of Spain, 1/3 of the total fund, 25 billion. And we are approaching many areas that are related with AI. First of all, AI can bring a lot of benefits to healthcare assistance, personalized diagnosis. We also have important projects on application of AI, for example, for agriculture, improving crops efficiency, automating, of course, many of the processes for operational gains, and also on reducing energy consumption. We have a national plan for green algorithms when we think that AI can be very relevant in sustainability and in less consumption of energy or raw materials, but at the same time, we start measuring the, I would say, the emission and the environmental impact of technology itself. And we believe that we need to develop technology which is green by design. We are also launching a program called AI in the Spanish language that also includes Portuguese and Brazilian, because I think that we cannot pretend that technology is standardizing us all.
Yeah.
On the other contrary, we can have personalized solutions and even recovering minority languages thanks to AI. And there's a huge potential on having artificial intelligence in many other different countries than in English or Chinese.
And the last question, in which SDG do you see the most potential in using AI?
I would say two, healthcare and education. I think that the gap we have is that we develop the skills of the future for jobs that don't yet exist.
Yeah.
So what do we teach our children? And I think we need to start teaching ways in which they can self-learn. AI copilots can learn in a very personalized learning process. At the same time, we need basic digital skills, but above all, we need to develop things that are not technical. It's not just learning to code, it's just to having a more critical mindset, critical thinking. Because in the world, well, probably I will not be able to distinguish if something has been generated by a human or by a machine. And this is one of the focus of the European regulation, that anything generated by a generative AI has a landmark, a watermark, because otherwise, if I cannot believe what I see, I cannot believe what I listen to, I cannot believe what I read, that's creating a lot of anxiety to the people, and we need to build trust. And the most important thing is that we teach our children, learn the right skills to live in this new scenario, and that we use technology not only to find new opportunities, but also use it as a contention wall against inequality. And we have the great opportunity to reduce that gap.
And to make this happen, first of all, we need infrastructure and make technology and internet signal come into countries like mine.
Absolutely.
Most of the people in my country.
First step is connectivity.
Yes.
That's the key vertebration.
Yes.
But when you build, and it's important, and recently the EU has made an alliance, the EU-CELAC Digital Alliance,
Yes.
that involves, for example, the extension of the underwater cable, Bella 2, that goes precisely through Brazil, or, for example, the use of satellite imaging data to prevent floods or fight against a fire like it happened in Chile. I think these are examples when the European Union is committed to develop the technology in the global south and especially in Latin America and Caribbean, and that thanks to the presidency of Spain in the EU these days until the end of the year, we are putting a lot of focus in the support to Latin American countries and Caribbean. So we also can use that for inclusion.
Yeah, of course.
And inclusion means to do not only gender gaps, elder gaps, also regional gaps, or for example, remote areas that are not that are less urbanized, but also, for example, vulnerable collectivities like impaired people, disabilities.
Thank you so much. E se você quiser saber mais, entra lá, vai saber mais sobre como você pode participar de inteligência artificial, aprender mais sobre isso, reduzir o seu gap de sabedoria sobre inteligência artificial. Thank you so much for being here.
Obrigada.
Obrigada. Gracias.